The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another epiphany, another awakening in your fucking vibrant soul you didn't think you needed until you heard it. It's What's the Script podcast, a very Scottish movie review done in native Glaswegian with myself, Craig, and my equal partner in crime, Mr. Chris of Ness. How are you, sir?
Yes, I have mostly recovered from my sickness. I mean, it would have been pointless doing this the other week because it sounded like somebody was fucking. My voice was like somebody rubbing fucking a handful of rocks together. Know what I mean? Just wasn't good.
You weren't good this your last shift, but that seems like so long ago because you've not been at work, haven't you? You're fucking toe rag.
Aye. That was me in the holidays there. The holidays unwell, just fucking perfect. And we'll get into this bank holiday. It's to be pushing down, and then come Monday and the rest of the week, it's to be fucking scorching. Know what I mean?
It's Monday now.
Aye, apparently so.
I was saying yesterday on the radio, scorching weekend and all that, so I'd just be like it, wouldn't it? It would actually just be like it. How are you folks? I hope you're well. Sorry again about the delay in last week's podcast, but your man here wasn't well. I put it up on the Facebook page, podcast candle. Somebody's not well. Guess who?
Well, you were an eyewitness to it, but
I know it's not my fault that in your spare time you just walk into doctors' offices and go, "What you got? What you got? Can I lick you? Can I lick you? What you got? What's that you've got?"
It's a job we do. You'd think, see, after COVID, people would fucking be a wee bit conscious of fucking spreading germs and shit. Know what I mean? And you still see them. Like, wankers on buses. Fucking oil the horn on it, spitting on the deck and then getting up and fucking you're like, I need to grab that pole.
I know.
Know what I mean?
know. I can't talk. I put my bogies on door handles and that for people, you know what I mean? So I don't. But I do that on purpose. That's just a thing. You know what I mean? So just remember, folks, wear your gloves when you're out there. All right. As always, thank you for tuning in anyway, folks, and a big thank you to Quaint and Native Origins, and a big hello to the Seismic Cinema boys. How are you? You doing well? Still haven't picked Colin and what's your man's name with a beard? Paul, Colin and Paul's films. We've still no pictures at the hat yet. Oh Jesus! Sorry, Paul. My head's up my arse. I partied a wee bit too hard last night when Villa lifted the Europa League. That's my wee English team there. That Mark for football podcast. I can't think of nothing now. Get up, you mate. Fuck you and your Birmingham and your West Bromwich album, whatever yours are called. But Facebook group 552 people. YouTube 385 at the last count, but I think it's went up. And Instagram. Oh, I can feel it in my buzz. 1,814 people from across the globe on which we live are tuning into us and liking our shit on there as well. So thank you, everybody. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Yes.
So, as we picked a fortnight ago, it's Viewer's Choice. And it was Louise Nichols, my wee pal for school, who proposed this film, Singles, from 1992, which I had never heard of in my fucking life. And even when I seen the poster work for the film, I did not recognise it. Never seen it in my fucking life. But anyway, we'll get to that. Because before we do that, before we get back in time with Louise, going to ask you, Chris, what have you been watching, mate? And since
Oh,
last we saw you, what's your
I've got
ocular delights?
such a fucking list here, by the way. Obviously, in my sick bed, just watching film after film and all that.
Oh.
But we'll start with a film called Waste Man. It's a film in an English prison. It was a bit
All right.
tense. It was a bit tense, I'll say that.
Oh.
I watched the Academy Award winner one battle after another, and I don't get the hype. It's
Who was that? Was that?
you've got Leonardo DiCaprio and all that. It's 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 Antifa the movie, so to speak.
Ah, fuck that shit.
No, I mean it's
Alright, I don't know why to watch it.
let's see genuinely right. I'll just say he's right. See if you've not watched it. Just watch the start of the film, right, and see the woman at the start. She is so fucking unlikable that I'm like that. Ah, am I supposed to? Am you supposed to inspire me? Am I supposed to like you or something? Know what I mean? It's just no. I mean, it was just she was really fucking annoying, and I know it's no just me because I've asked other people. But if you watch this, she was a cunt. It's just no. I mean,
So unlikable. Like a lot of women nowadays.
I'll give you fucking an example, right? She she's gone with somebody in the film, right? She cheats on that person, right?
Cow.
She ends up pregnant by the other person,
Bigger cow.
and then when she has the wean, she feels she's being pushed out and not seen anymore because she's not the centre of attention, and then walks out on the guy and the wean, and you're supposed to go, "That's there's my hero."
Well, I fucking hate her guts, by the way, already. I'm never watching this film in my life, ever. Ever.
Oh, tell me, man. But
Is it based
enough
on a
of
true
that.
story?
No,
Sounds
I
like a
don't know.
lot
I
of
don't think so. I
TikTok
think it's
posts.
it sounds like it, but fuck.
I say
But there
that
you
because
go.
last night I had to swipe off a fucking lassie on TikTok. She's like, "Hi there, we're here to find out who the father is of my child. I'm with my boyfriend that loves me very much, but it could be one of three guys that she doesn't know about." I was like, "Oh fuck, why are you on?"
Well,
Whole
like I
written
says,
bastard.
as you already know, mate, I've bulleted the Twitter and I've bulleted TikTok
Good
because
man.
people were just increasingly doing my fucking nothing. It's no, I mean, it just seems it's populated with people that haven't got problems in their life, so they're reaching further afield to have a problem. You know what I mean?
Aye. And if they've not got any problems, they're going to tell you how they've not got any problems and what you should be doing the same as
Aye,
them, not to have any problems.
aye,
You should
and
work on
fucking
yourself, man.
aye.
Self, man.
I get up at 4:30 in the morning and I go here and I have this and I hit the gym and then I create content and then I have this lovely meal and I'm in my bed for mate. I've been in the house 2 hours after my 12-hour shift. What the fuck are you talking about? And then it's that pushing off. Oh, you can't do that because of your job. Get a new one. Like, oh, is that easy? Is it? Right, cool.
Okay, that's good
Uh,
advice. I like that. And all the while they've got that wee tune at the back. I'm going do 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 do
I know.
do do do.
Fuck's sake, man.
Come with me, spend the day with me. Just a normal
Uh,
Tuesday. Get up
Swim
at
away.
fucking get up before people have come home for the dancing. For fuck's sake, eating your overnight oats. You know what I mean?
That's it. Well, power to them, but see at the same time, fuck off. You're not a life coach, you know what I mean?
Aye.
And
Aye,
it's
you
whatever.
forgot to miss out the part where you go to the brew to sign on every fortnight. Forgot that day. Do that day. You
Aye,
know what I mean? You fucking
aye,
idiot before you got up your hill.
that's it. I see what you didn't mention at one point, so when you're creating your content, you didn't tell you like your mom and your dad was fucking keeping you flush for a wee bit, know what I mean?
Aye.
Assholes. But
Aye,
anyway,
they're assholes.
back to Oculus.
Aye.
So I watched the Hogan documentary. Know what I mean? It's that's what it is. I watched Hotel Artemis,
Nice.
Sleepers. I watched that for the
Lovely.
first time in a while. I watched Apex and all that.
Mhm.
The one good thing that's maybe come out of that is people are listening to the Chemical Brothers. You know what I
Aye.
mean? Can only be
It's
a
good
good
to get
thing.
Taron Egerton back in the board, but you know what I mean? I like him. I like
Yeah,
that boy.
yeah. I thought it was alright to film and all. No,
So did I.
know what I mean? I watched Scarface, which is always a good watch. And then I
Okay.
watched Marty, Life's Too Short. That's the Marty Short documentary on Netflix. I
Yeah,
watched
I
that.
put that on my list. I forgot about
And then I watched Apollo 13, Jonah Hex, Game Night,
that. Oh,
Priest. I watched Transformers 1. I watched Super Mario Galaxy movie. Fantastic Four, First Steps. Superman, The Bike Riders, Beetlejuice 2. I finished The Boys. And last night I watched Lee Cronin's The Mummy. So, all over the place, mate. Everywhere. Everywhere and
right
nowhere.
off. Tell me something before I go into my ocular delights. Without any spoilers, what disappointed you about the final episode of The Boys? Can you date without any spoilers? No, because I've not seen it.
It just didn't seem like a big payoff.
Right. I was worried about that.
I mean, it's there, but I thought it'd have been bigger. You know what I mean?
Aye, aye, cool. It did
Considering,
seem
see
like they were
this
running out of
series.
time, didn't it?
Aye. It's considered this series. See some of the shite that was there. It just didn't seem to build up. Know what I mean? I thought it'd have been a kind of bigger crescendo, but maybe that's just me being pernickety.
Yeah, I did think there was, for the first time in other series, a couple of filler episodes, man. I was like, oh, right, okay. No on board with
Mm.
this. That's no leaky, actually. But I'll get to that after I finish recording with you today. I'm going to watch that before I pick the boys up for school. And Lee Cronin's The Mummy. I liked it, mate. I thought it was a different take because
Aye.
I enjoyed it. Did you? Because you're the horror man. You're the
Aye.
the go-to guy.
I thought, aye, mate. See, really, mate. I know it was called The Mummy, and there was an aspect to it, but see, really, mate, it was like an Evil Dead exorcism film
Aye,
to me.
aye. Yeah, it was the fact that they used the mummy was a wee bit strange to me, but the kind of the scripture raps right and all that. But the
Yeah.
wee lassie wasn't mummified per se and all that. It should have been called something else, maybe like something's curse or Egypt's curse or something. I don't know. But
Uh,
I did like it. I thought the wee lassie was fucking brilliant.
I was quite creepy.
Aye. See when you eventually showed you at the end about how the transfer of the demon and all that, and I was like,
Aye.
it's watching
Aye.
this.
Aye.
Very
Found
good.
videos, mate.
Aye. There we go. What a list, mate. That was quite good. Very good, actually. I like
Mm.
the fact you've watched Beetlejuice and Mario and all that. Welcome aboard with the Mario.
Aye.
So, like you, I've been watching up until the last episode, the Boys' final season. Person of Interest Series 3 nearly done. And then, obviously, I had The Boys for a bit. I watched Inside Out 2, which I fucking despise. Sonic 3, which I love. I watched I Spit in Your Grave. Fucking great wee film, that, by the way. I've got I Spit in Your Grave 2, 3, and 4 to watch now, I know, which I know are going to be shite, but I'll need to watch them. I watched Michael, the new Michael Jackson film, and I have seen it at least 6 times now because my boys fucking love it. My boys are moonwalking to school and all that. They're walking into people in Asda, moonwalking into people and all that. Swear to God, it's fucking the most cutest thing ever. And then they're trying to sing Billie Jean and all that, and they don't know the words. Millikeen be my over. You say I am a bum. It's fucking
You
great.
now need to show them both selector.
Oh, I know. And off the back of that, the next film they love just as much. I watched we built in Moonwalker, and that's a classic film of its time as well. It's still a bit of a push to call it a film, Moonwalker, but it's a good watch. It's enjoyable music and all that.
Mm.
Then I watched Swapped, which is the new animated thing on the Netflix, which is pretty decent. Pokemon Detective Pikachu, because it's just awesome. Like you, I watched the Real American Hulk Hogan documentary, and see at the end it got me, man. The wee tear for it. I know he talked a lot of shit bullshit behind the scenes on it, but it wasn't the fucking only one. And it turns out a lot of the people that were dissing him when he was alive were actually big bullshitters and all. Especially my favourite wrestler, Ultimate Warrior. Turns out he wasn't the ultimate good guy either. And it might not be the same guys, but did you know about that? Ultimate Warrior actually died and they brought somebody in and they think it was the Texas Tornado. So look that up, people, if you like your wrestling. I started, late to the party, I started The Watchmen, Series 1, and I watched the first episode and I'm having to build up energy to watch the second one. I guess a great write-up, but I watched the first episode, I'm like, what's going on here? What the fuck is going on?
I chucked it after the first one and I went, nah.
See that Tulsa thing, how it starts?
Aye.
I thought, what's this pish? And then I looked it up, it's a real thing that happened.
Aye.
The Tulsa massacres. Fucking hell, man. I started the Dutton Ranch, first 2 episodes that I've dropped. Fucking smashing. Beth and Rip. Got to love them. I watched Mortal Kombat 2. I quite enjoyed it. It is what it is. Don't fucking look for it to be a mad revamp, but there's some loyal bits in it and some funny bits in it and some fucking right gory bits in it, and I liked it. Thought it was alright. Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. Fucking just as good as the first one, if not a bit better. I thoroughly enjoyed that as well. And then I fell asleep halfway through Normal. So that's the Odenkirk new movie. Wee small town America, but it's shit hits the fan behind the scenes kind of thing. But that was me, mate. That was me.
No.
That was my delights that were ocular ones.
Yeah, see, with a big spread there, a big spread. If it was a buffet, we'd be like, oh, this is a spread.
Big spread. Big family-sized jar of Nutella, that was.
Big spread.
But as always, every third episode, we pick from a list of our Facebook group members who volunteer a film that they'd like us to review. And last pick was Miss Louise Nichols, who went to school with me. And she's a good pal, a good lassie, good egg, shiny egg. And she picked the 1992, isn't it?
Yeah, 1992. The buff of our Lord.
Aye, but again, I've put the UK release date, which is January 1993. But I wasn't getting back in time this week. Louise was getting back in time. So she done her homework. Couldn't be on the podcast because she's a very busy, important lassie, so she is, and she works during the day, like normal people, like we do when we're not get a day off. So let me just
during the day?
I know. So see if I'm not working today. Get off your arse, you lazy bastards.
No.
Right, Louise, where are you? So she get back to me with her homework, and she took us back. Up there. She took us back in time. So here we go. 1992. 5 world events. She said it was very difficult just to pick the 5. So number 1 was the Maastricht Treaty. Signed in February, this landmark treaty formally established the European Union, paving the way for the single currency. So there you go. Also was the Earth Summit. In June, the first major UN conference on environment and development was held in Rio de Janeiro, one of the most polluted places on the fucking planet. There you go. Launching global climate and sustainability treaties, which we are now being con-rotten with on a daily basis, people. Also, mobile communications. November 1992 saw the introduction of the IBM Simon, the first smartphone. I've never heard of that in my fucking life. And the transmission of the world's very first text message. And then I thought I sent the very first text message in 1994. Know what I mean? Right. But there you go. I was rang. Fucking rang, so I was. Also that year was the Barcelona Olympics, which I do remember very well. Big Linford and his lunchbox on it. The 25th Summer Olympic Games were held in Barcelona, Spain, famously featuring the US Dream Team in basketball. So it did. And what a theme song by Freddie Mercury and Montserrat Cabell. I totally agree with that, Louise. Fucking brilliant. Which was good that he brought that out after he died, you know. That's smashing that. Relatedly, on April 20th, the Freddie Mercury tribute concert held at Wembley Stadium was televised live to over 1 billion people and raised millions of pounds for AIDS research. And I always say, that's one of the best concerts I've ever seen and never been to. Used to watch that, taped it off the telly, used to watch it, me and my girlfriend at the time, Joanne, hi Joanne, Louise's best pal, funnily enough. Used to watch that all the time. Obviously, fast forward to the Guns N' Roses bit, because that was our fucking go-to band then, you know. But some great performances in that. George Michael, Elton John, and all that, fucking brilliant. Our 5 top movies of 1992. Single white female, which coincidentally stars Bridget of the Fonda. So it does. Glengarry Glen Ross, which is one of her top movies also, and stage plays, believe it or not, of all time. One of the best stage plays of all time. Never heard it. I'm not as cultured as you, Louise, but obviously. Wayne's World. Now we're talking. Now we're on page. Wayne's World. Christopher Lee and myself's film we watched every single day for at least 2 solid years. I mean, every fucking single day. And if we weren't watching it, we were reenacting it with each other. Fucking brilliant. Might be on a list, that film. Might be on a list. Also, brilliant movie, mate. I know you like it. I know, Chaplin.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. Brilliant film. That was the film that relaunched his career again, I think, wasn't it?
I think so, when he was a naughty boy.
Aye, after he was taking the devil's dandruff and all that, you know. And another favourite of mine, and yours, and my children's, and everybody with a fucking heart, The Muppets Christmas Carol, 1992.
Oh, you can't whack it. Even, know me better, man.
You've got the beard for that, or not? There's something in the air this day, something in the air.
Oh, Michael Caine singing, man, what a fucking time to be alive.
Your pen, look around you. Brilliant. The 5 top singles or albums of 1982 she has put down: I Will Always Love You, the Dolly Parton cover by Whitney Houston, which was the Billboard Song of the Year, obviously made famous via the movie The Bodyguard, which I only watched for the first time maybe last year, that movie. But I had the fucking soundtrack back in the day. Well, everybody had the fucking soundtrack back in the day. Rhythm as a Dancer. I'm still pumping that out, people. Still pumping that out at fucking communions and christenings and all that. But everybody knows it. It's a belter. Absolute anthem. Erotica by Madonna. Oh.
Huh?
Erotic, erotic, put your semen all over my body. Aye, don't think that's the lyrics right enough, but I like that. Another banger that we all enjoyed, Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. She said, I couldn't leave that out, especially given the grunge theme of this movie. So, okay, you're quite right. And top banger, top video, November Rain by Guns N' Roses. Fucking smashing. And lastly, Louise has put down 5 celebrity deaths. Benny Hill, the English comedian, actor, writer and musician. And rumoured a bit of a fucking nonce, but we don't know that for sure. But he's a funny guy for his sins. Vincent Price, best remembered for his deep voice and starring roles in horror films, as well as the video Thriller.
Yes.
So there we go. Darkness falls across the land. Anthony Perkins, the Psycho actor, 1992, he died. Fuck.
Yeah.
I thought he was alive longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
Marlene Dietrich, legendary German-American actress and all-time and singer. And a fucking fabulous rack and a pair of pins on her as well, so she did. And Denham Elliott, who was a prolific stage and screen actor. So there we go. Louise, thank you very much for all your homework. You took us right back to 1992, which was a very good year. Very good year. Very good year indeed. Rangers had won 4 in a row and were set to go for 5 in a row. It was fucking fun times. Alan McCoy's back-to-back golden boots.
Ancient.
Aye.
Just to make you all feel ancient, I was possibly taking my first breaths.
Aye, I know, probably sucking on your first bottle. Christ, I was 14, mate. Louise was
shite on my back.
Aye, Louise would have been 13 because she's a year younger than me, but this is why I know this film is a mad nostalgia hunt for her, because this is aimed at kind of 13-year-old girls of 1992, I would suggest, but we'll get to that when we talk it. But I did ask her why she chose the film anyway, and she wrote us down a little reply to that. She says, as you know, I was heavily into rock music at school, to the point I was fully into heavy metal by the time I left school. You were indeed. This movie has such a vibe at the time, because it is set against the backdrop of the Seattle grunge scene. The soundtrack, featuring the likes of Chris Cornell, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, is also amazing, and I still listen to all of them all the time. The film itself is also very quirky, you're fucking no kidding, written and directed by Cameron Crowe, who done Jerry Maguire and Almost Famous. So there we go, well done, Louise. It not only has a fabulous ensemble of cast, for example, Bridget, Fonda, Matt Dillon, Campbell, Scott, Kyra, Sedgwick, but has many cameos throughout, including Eric Stoltz, Jeremy Pivin, Chris Cornell, Pearl Jam, Cameron Crowe as the interviewer. So there we go. Well done, Louise. Thanks very much for that. She's also gave us some favourite scenes, but we'll get to that when we get to that. She did say, a final note is that I have the Blu-ray, and this has some excellent special features, including full versions of the band's live performances. Excellent. Thanks very much for that. Glad you like the film, Louise. Well, glad you like it. Nah, I don't dislike it, but we'll get to that. So, there we go, mate. 1992, singles. As I said to you earlier on, I didn't know this movie existed, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, it's again not a decry on people's things like that, but this wasn't my wheelhouse.
No,
so
no. I know what I was watching in its place. I was watching Empire Records, which is another kind of feel-good teeny film, but it's a wee bit more open, a wee bit more not on the one kind of genre. About these young teenagers that work in a record shop and all that. If you've never seen it, it's fucking smashing, and it's got Liv Tyler in it. Do you know what I mean? And it's got Renée Zellweger in it before she fucked up her face and she was a wee lassie with a short skirt. So that will do me. But Chris, give us a wee synopsis of the movie if you've wrote one down, have you? No,
I have not, but I'll just say it's a group of 20-somethings trying to negotiate through life and the pitfalls of love and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So,
love finds a way, mate. Love finds a way. Aye, that's it, mate. Louise has possibly sewn it up or just explained it
that's
better.
I see, really just done it more justice than I could have.
Aye, definitely. The Seattle grunge scene, and I'll tell you a very interesting bit of trivia about it very shortly. But as she said as well, it stars Cameron Crowe, Matt Dillon, Bridget Fonda, Campbell Scott, Kyra Sedgwick, Eddie Vedder, Billy Pullman, Sheila Kelly, Jim Tru-Frost, or Tru-Frost, Chris Cornell, Eric Stoltz, Tim Burton, he makes a cameo in it, and Jeremy Pivin makes a cameo in it, as she's already said as well. The film runs for 1 hour 39 minutes as the crow flies, and it cost $9 million to make this, but considering the cameos and the bands, maybe a big chunk of change was spent on them, getting them on. But listen, it doubled its money, made $18.5 million back, so there we go.
Oh aye. The cameo list is it's quite big. Aye, like it says, Burton, Alice in Chains, Eric Stoltz, Chris Cornell, Jeremy Pivin, Paul Giamatti, and Tom Skerritt. I know.
Aye, Tom Skerritt the mayor and Pearl Jam.
Aye, it's always fucking old. Know what I mean? But who else could have been in this film? But he turned it down. Johnny Depp actually turned down the role of Steve.
All right, could totally see him in this movie, definitely.
Fucking aye, 100%. And by the way, I've actually read, obviously deep diving on this, like there's some interesting shit out there, right? This film was almost called Come As You Are, right? But obviously Nirvana's not in it. I don't think there's any Nirvana songs in it.
Pearl Jam says, no, you won't call it that. We're Pearl Jam, we don't like Nirvana.
But there you go. But see, apparently, the shop where Janet works, it's like the coffee house or something. Apparently, Nirvana performed Smells Like Teen Spirit in there for the very first time. They ever performed it live. So I don't know how true that is. But if it is, there you go.
It's true. I'm saying it's true. Look at this, people. Look at this. This information off my pal here. That's fucking genius. He dives. When he dives deep, that boy.
Oh, aye.
Honestly,
right in the deep end.
He dives so deep that the fucking US Navy wanted to get him to fucking recover treasure. That's how deep the boy dives.
So I
Glad
don't
he's a
know
favour.
well.
Go ahead, tell me something. See over your right shoulder, what is that? What is it?
No,
Something with all the stickers on it and all that? What is it?
Oh, it's a wee mini fridge, that.
Oh, right, okay. I was like, what is it? Is it a PC tower or is it a fucking Xbox 360 on its side? Or is
I'll
it
tell you right
a
now,
wee
there's all
fridge?
sorts of stickers on it, and there's glow-in-the-dark paint on it, because one night when I was having fun on particular kind of fungi, I decided to decorate it.
You've done well, mate. I like it. Cat has caught my eye. That's what it is.
I can
That's
see it
good
under a
trivia,
black
mate.
light bulb.
Oh, I'm coming to stay with you. Some fungi. Aye, that's a brilliant bit of trivia, mate. Also, Warner Brothers attempted to turn singles into a television series, but Cam and Crowe turned it down. But sometime later, Crowe saw on the news that the Hollywood Reporter that his film Singles would indeed become a TV show from David Crane and Martha Kaufman. Recognise their names? The people who ended up making Friends just 2 years later. Crowe called his lawyer and tried to stop it, but NBC went ahead with the idea anyway, incorporating many of the elements of the proposed series into what we all famously know as Friends. And I tell you what, before I even wrote that down and watched this film, I get that fucking vibe off it.
Aye, 100%. No, I mean, I was like that. I think the guy's got a case there. But
Aye,
apparently they just changed the details just enough that it's
aye.
enough to avoid getting done.
I mean, what are you talking about? Away you go, it's fuck all like it. It's in
Aye.
Seattle. It's in Seattle, it's not New York. And yes,
Now,
everybody drinks coffee. You know, that's a meeting
aye.
place in 1992.
Where did they all meet up? Coffee. All right. One of them's into the arts. Aye.
Aye, and they're all
I mean,
good at each other, no good at each other, good at the other person, and all that
aye.
jazz.
And
No,
then
it happens.
even even at the end, you've literally I got off the plane. What? Look at
I know.
oh,
But there we go,
see,
folks.
after I read that, I went bastards.
After I watched it and I thought about it, and I was like, I says it's a cross between for me Friends and Dawson's Creek.
Aye,
Fucking like
I
that.
I was genuinely going to say, see this. I don't know if this has inspired all that, or if all other things have inspired it, but this genuinely has the DNA of fucking what was it? T4 it used to be called.
Aye, aye. I tell you, honest to God, mate, I swear to God, having watched this, it doesn't capture that fucking time frame perfectly. And then I realised, by the way, there's another 10 films like this run about that time. There is.
Oh,
So, I mean, look, get me wrong, seeing IMDb, it's got a 6.8, which is fair enough, and Rotten Tomatoes 79%. So, it was liked. It was liked. It
right.
doubled its money. I just obviously missed it. You know what I mean? I seen every other film that Louise had put down that year, and another
Uh,
10, but this one, no. Sorry, but well, I'm glad I watched it. I'm glad you suggested it.
uh, uh,
Chris Cornell recommended the Smashing Pumpkins to Cameron Crowe as well to be in this, but Crowe did like the band and asked Billy Corgan if he could send any new songs for the movie. And Corgan sent 3 songs. Drown was the last one in the demo, and Crowe immediately loved it and felt like it would fit the movie. The demo was pretty similar to the finished track. There we go.
Because apparently I know they weren't going to release this movie until grunge became a big thing.
Well,
Because apparently this film was originally to be produced in about 1984 or something like that. But so I'm guessing this could have been like another fucking. I know it's not the same. Let's say like, but Breakfast Club, not know what I mean.
aye, aye, aye.
And
Trying to think,
obviously
but
as time's
94,
moved on.
in
Uh,
84, it'd have been Mirror. Punk was still alive then, wasn't it?
uh,
Kind of thing. Or was that the inception of grunge? It was just slow burner to
yep.
the early 90s, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and all that jazz. I don't know.
Mm.
There we go.
Yeah.
Uh,
Aye. But I mean, I know. Like you say, the bands in this Pearl Jam actually make up the rest of the members of Citizen Dick.
aye.
And by the way, touch dick, is that what he says? Fuck's sake, man.
Aye, that's it. Well, Chris Cornell of Soundgarden and Audioslave sought a list of Citizen Dick song titles, all completely made up for the film, which would appear briefly in the film, and decided to pen songs to match each title. One of those songs, which I didn't know about, Seasons, appears on the film soundtrack. Another, Spoon Man, was later recorded by Soundgarden. It became a hit in 1994 and could be heard in a rough version, perhaps a demo, in the film when an unseen person is posting Citizen Dick flyers.
Ooh.
It's a fucking clever boy, that Cornell. Deep.
Oh, aye. Oh, aye.
Would he die?
Well, I'm
He's
not
the
sure.
logo, isn't it, though?
No, I think so. Saying that,
celebrity deaths.
aye. But I see as well as him, I know you always had Alice in Chains. They were one of the bands that performed at one of the clubs, and apparently they refused to record the performance, so to speak. So it was one and done. So
Aye. They played 3 songs back to back, didn't they? And
aye.
as Louise said, you can see that when the bonus features. But aye, kudos, I like that shit. No, we're not recording fuck all. You're getting it live, you're not getting it at all. That's what we do. We're a proper band, man. We're a band. Me and my brother. Band. Well done. Alice in Chains are pretty... I flirted with them long ago. They were a good listen. Alice in Chains were about for a fucking long time as well.
No, aye. Plus, this was apparently Paul Giamatti's first feature film as well. Know what I mean?
Oh, couldn't believe it. I seen
so
the kid.
fucking different.
I didn't even recognise him, take him up for air. Know what I mean? It's a wee man with hair. Fuck's sake. Looking youthful and sprightly. It's the Coral Court Apartments where the main characters live, and the film is located at 1820 Thomas Street in Seattle, Capitol Hill neighbourhood. The building's courtyard fountain was created for the movie out of styrofoam. There we go. Does it look like styrofoam?
You can't have an emotional roller coaster without a fountain.
Friends can't have opening credits without a fountain either.
There you go. It's such a fucking rip. It's such a rip.
Just a coincidence. If there's fountains on a planet, Jesus, come on. Tell your lawyer to back off.
Fucking... About talking about fucking Paul Giamatti.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually weird for me seeing Campbell Scott with fucking black hair.
I know, mate. It took me. I didn't. Sometimes I challenge myself not to get directly onto Google to see who the cunt is, and I didn't. And I was like, who is he? And it's just a penny dropped. I was like, it's fucking Peter Parker's da. Garfield's da, man. Who was done out of one of the best scenes that was cut for a movie ever. When he appears at his own grave and Peter Parker's stood in there. And that was cut for the movie.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Oh, aye. Right, talking about fucking hair and all, Matt Dillon's fucking... I mean...
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
He's such a douche in this, man. Isn't
he? It's so
such
good.
A douche.
I don't want to hear any negativity. Just and then sits there like that.
Exactly. But we're a reflection of you. You know what I mean? We're all good. Just you shite, mate. Aye, such a douchebag in this, man. But, that hair, just can't take him seriously. Not where he is.
I know, mate. It's fucking...
He's trying to look like fucking Nuno Betancourt for Extreme or something.
Fucking... Oh, tell you, man. What a guy. What a guy.
Oh, boy.
And
then again, you see Tim Burton talking about hair. Fucking... He's had the same hairdo if he was fucking alive, I think.
Oh, fucking... Mate, see that and all, but that fucking killed me. Fucking... We'll get to that and all.
Oh,
but,
I heard that, buddy.
Right, Sino seeing this film before, right? See, right at the start, I knew the Spanish guy was up to no good. Fucking 100%. Seen it coming 100%. I'm like, and I'm fine. I'm going at him. I had it in my head going, no, he's only got 10 days. Visa, no.
Aye. That's Swedish, wasn't he? Aye.
Was that what it was? I thought he was Spanish.
Oh, you're not, probably you're right. I think you're right. Aye, plays a game, that boy. I think every boy's done that, but no said they had to go home somewhere. Well, I was a wee bit closer to home. I remember doing it to a couple of lasses when I was doing it in the garage with my pals and all that, saying I was from Newcastle and Liverpool. Yeah, I'm going home tomorrow and that, it's one of bits of yours, like. Wake up in the morning, get to fuck before I give myself away, you know what I mean? Boys and their
See you
toys,
later,
man.
doll.
Aye. Alright then, see you later. Whereabouts in fucking the Mersey are you from?
Oh, fucking hell,
When
man.
Steve is buying pregnancy tests and comes across the grocery cashier, the cashier mentions that he knows him from Mr. Deegan's class. Mr. Deegan is a teacher mentioned in Fast Times in Ridgemont High in 1992, which Cameron Crowe wrote. So there we go.
Yes. Aye. Aye. And apparently, see the Jeremy Pivin scene and all. See, because he mentioned, apparently he was just riffing with some of his lines on it there. And he mentioned different songs for different artists and all that, and it actually cost them more money because they didn't have the rights to mention them. It's fucking such as
You're
the
getting us
music industry.
advertising for nothing and we don't like it. Pay me.
Aye. Aye.
That's like football managers getting paid to be sacked, to be shite.
Aye.
Get that pish.
But by the way, I know, see we'll talk about fucking Matt Dillon. Apparently he was so intense on set. Like if he had needed multiple takes on that, he would walk away and punch walls and all that and come back and you're going. But,
Aye.
I don't know. That's how I felt when they mentioned that there. Fuck.
Oh,
Oh, fuck's sake. I'm just not getting this hippie thing done. I'm just
so transcendent. Fucking hell. She mentioned obviously Paul Giamatti's first acting role. So that would mean his first ever line in a movie was just one word. And it was what? Because he's obviously once in the last what? Somebody seen that, right? Somebody seen him delivering that line and thought, want him in my next movie. Going to make him a star, that boy.
He's done well for himself, Paul. He's done well for himself.
I fucking love Paul Giamatti. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the series Billions?
Yeah, smashing.
He's fucking good in that. They're all good in that. The main three are good in that, you know what I mean? But he's a wee fucking sexual deviant bastard with his wife. I like a bit of role playing that. If anybody doesn't know who Eric Stoltz was, it was nearly Marty McFly, by the way, everybody. But I think that's a bit famous for anybody that watches films, you know what I mean? Eric Stoltz was the talking mime that was in the cab. So you can forgive yourself if you don't remember seeing the guy. But that was who he was. He was made up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See what I was saying, I know, right? How this is how it's kind of aimed at young lassies, young women in the 90s and all that. Everybody gets a happy ending. Everybody.
Love Actually.
It's just, look, obviously, they two, obviously, Janet and fucking Cliff at the left. You know what I mean? Everybody. I don't know about fucking Big Davy there to your left, but
he was doing that a lot. He chimed in
in
a couple of times on that, but I don't think he's got any right being in that fucking 40.
Exactly.
In fact, he should be behind me and she should be there because she had made a part in it. She was quite funny actually. I liked her. Her name was sketchy, but I wrote it down.
But it's fucking I was just like, happy endings all round, and I'm going, fuck off.
But again, that was the thing. That was the time. And
I don't want
to wait. For this love to be over. I don't want to wait for my soup to get colder. Brilliant, man. So in our trivia, fun facts, mate.
No, that was really me, mate. I thought I wrote down the ones I thought were really interesting. So
there was a lot of trivia. I just stopped at fucking 9 bits of trivia. You said a few. Yeah. So there's a lot more behind the scenes and matter of factness and I's getting dotted and T's getting crossed in this movie that learn for other films and future films and all that jazz. But you can look it up yourself, folks, on IMDb, the app I use for my research, because I'm a lazy bastard. I'm not like a boy there. He's a deep diver. He dives deep. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
deep diving.
before you give some of your best bits or some of the bits that you've written down, it's no your wheelhouse, this movie, innit? No?
No, I wouldn't say so. There's not enough violence. Oh, I mean, but it's like, see that there's films curated towards young boys and all that. Like, I'll just say, for instance, like, I don't know, like American Pie. You know what I mean?
Aye.
That's
You just took the
curated to us.
fucking film right out my head there.
Aye.
I was going to make my next point and say
Aye.
American Pie. It's far before American Pie, and you can see wee elements into it about the whole. Cause American Pie, they eventually they get their happy ending and all. They just get it in a more upbeat, fucking sweary, fun way that I wanted to be. I wanted to be in their gang. I wanted to be at that school, man.
It's like any films like that, I mean, you've got fucking is it like 16 Candles and all that fucking shit and all that, know what I mean? It's just there's films they're curated for certain audiences, and this is how see if I were to read let's say the synopsis to this, it would have been something like fucking a group of friends trying to negotiate through life and all that, and you just go like that. That's not for me, that. Know what I mean?
No, what I will say as well, it's not in my wheelhouse now. Had I watched this back in the day in 1992, I would have enjoyed it more, and I would have much more nostalgia pulled it than now. But I missed it. I was watching other shit. But having said that, it's definitely not a bad film for people. It's not a terrible film whatsoever.
No.
I can totally
even
see
then,
why.
see the soundtrack and all. The soundtrack is fucking smashing.
Why? 100%. I was listening to it the other day in work actually, or somebody's take on the soundtrack that was on Spotify. And some great bands in it, as I said, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Mad Eddie Vedder, man, he's been a bit, I know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Chris Cornell, and the rest, and I had a wee bit of Smashing Pumpkins in there as well. But give some of your best bits that you've written down, mate, or some of the bits that resonated with your soul. Some of the bits.
well, without cheapening this movie, I've wrote the ones down that made me laugh quite a bit. And I'm going to start with the one with the doctor telling young Steve about sex.
Oh, aye.
It
should have been in black and white, and it should have said 1951 American medical fucking education video.
When a man and a woman they get close enough, the man puts his penis inside of it. Do you know what the penis is? And he's just like that. Looks at his mom, she just nods and goes, aye, right. And then it just cuts to him and his mates at school. It's just like, aye, then something comes out the penis. What comes out the penis? Spam.
I wouldn't want to touch my willy ever. I'm not touching that. There's spam going to come out it. That was funny.
Oh, fucking. Aye, but it was, man, just an old guy just telling, like, fucking ages, 8 or something. Know what I mean? Just pure matter of fact. Just here, and here.
I was fucking very talking at the boy, you know what I mean? This is what happens, right, man? That was funny. Another funny bit was, I chuckled at, was when Steve and Janet eventually end up having sex. And then Steve just shuts his eyes and gravitates towards an American basketball player getting interviewed after a big game. I'm like, what the fuck's this? And he says, and at the end of the day, we played well, we played hard, and the last thing on there is, don't come yet, Steve, because he's got to prematurely ejaculate. I was like, that's great fun, isn't it? So he's obviously trying to think about something that doesn't want to make him come. And he's thought about that basketball player, but it fucking fails him.
Is that, mate? And I'm going to say it right.
London Steve, sorry.
When Debbie obviously makes a Lonely Hearts video and all that and sends it away, see the replies. I was gone, man. Fucking just all these mad weirdos, man, and then just that one guy like I'm very, very, very lonely.
Aye, that's great, good. Do you know what? People see if you want to really frighten yourself, right? People of an age won't remember, right? I remember, but I wasn't an active part of it. Before social media, before the internet was invented, people used to send videotapes of themselves to a dating agency who would send them to potential suitors. So imagine doing that, sitting and doing a self-tape and, hello, my name is Craig and I enjoy long walks on the beach and the odd coffee morning with my friends. I mean, shit like that, you know what I mean? You can go into YouTube and type in embarrassing dating videos if you want a chuckle. And America's a fucking hotbed of laughter, man, to watch these cunts. And you know you're like, you can stop talking because I know exactly why you've not got a partner, right?
Right.
And why you're not getting one.
See, even her video and all. Well, it kind of starts off like all kind of raunchy, and then the next time she's flying across the sky, and I'm like,
Aye, that's right, man. And that's fucking your
oh,
man who's
so
wanting to
good.
be a fucking director, which obviously he is in real life, Tim Burton.
Aye.
He's like, I'll do it for a price, and she's like $10. He's like 20, deal. You know what I mean? And he's obviously went over the top, man. Cinematic fucking
I
presence.
know. He's going to be the next Martin Scorsese. But, huh?
I know, pure arty-farty description. Another good bit's when, would you cry her? Janet was in the doctor's, she's wanting a boob job, and the two of them are humming and horny or the boob size. No, what about if we
Aye.
get burp? No, I think more of a burp. Yeah, can we not meet in the middle?
Did you go
Fucking, even he
jogging?
tries.
What?
Uh, even he tries his hand, doesn't he? I don't think you need breasts. I think you're perfect. It's a bit unprofessional, Doc.
I
Fucking
know, fuck's
hitting
sake.
on the lassie
Aye.
whose boobs you're going to be doing here.
The president of all people.
I know. Even he looks
Uh,
fucking young and vibrant in it, doesn't he?
Aye, it does, man. That's what I mean. I don't think I've ever seen Bill Pullman young. Just,
Spaceballs.
no. I mean, even then, he looks all done in that than he did
It
in
does
this.
actually. Aye. Like, she's made to look kind of ruggedy, Han Solo-y,
Aye.
isn't he?
Nah, aye. Han Solo, eh?
Aye, cross between Han Solo and fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark, cunt. Indy.
Mhm. Um,
Aye.
Last one I wrote down here, and again, I just thought it was funny as fuck. It's when Linda's talking about how she get dumped off a mad guy that just seems like a professional player sort of thing, and she's on the roller coaster, and he goes, well, mind I says I was rich and I was going to inherit all this money and all that. Nah, I lied and all that, and I've met this other lassie, and I'm getting rid of you, so you may as well freak out on this roller coaster.
Aye.
She fucking,
Ah! Aye.
it's just the guy's face. I know he's feeling nonchalant. He's feeling like
Aye. That's what happens, man. Know what I mean? Can't hit me when you're
that.
buckled in. Fuck's sake.
Mhm.
Aye, there's other things in there as well. There was a scene in it that I didn't expect. Thought it was kind of, oh, okay, fucking grounded a bit here. Is when obviously Linda gets pregnant with Steve and there's a car crash and she loses the vein. It's like,
Aye,
fuck's sake. Didn't think that
aye.
was happening. Didn't think we had to get brought down at any time. I see why it was
Uh,
done. Because at the very end, obviously, it's ultimately proved that he loves her no matter what and they get together anyway. You know what I mean? I was going to marry
aye,
anyway. Even
love
though they're
conquers
back,
all.
aye, but even though throughout the film they're back and forth, really fucking annoyed me. Just, it couldn't, just seemed like a business transaction. The way he talked, you know what I mean? Until
Yeah,
obviously he phones. That was quite good when he's on the phone in the club when every cunt's banging to get in. But he's leaving in a toilet, but everybody outside thinks it's a toilet. And he's on the phone just telling her, I have had many beers. I think I've got that in one of my favourite lines, so I'll get to it. But aye, that was mad, man. Losing the vein.
aye. It's
Yeah,
aye again catered for a certain audience. Know what I mean? Because don't get me wrong, I don't doubt there is people go out and say that to one another, right? But see, half the times when I was saying that, I'm like, oh, fuck off.
aye.
You know what I mean?
There's obviously, each couple's got a back and forth, right? I mean, they two up the top there. Starts out, he's, look, Ken, I'm the rock star. You know, I see other people and all that, and she dotes on him. As the film goes by, she ends up realising I'm better than that. I'm breaking up with him. And then he realises that he's fucking doting on her. Because there's a funny bit, he's trying to win her back, obviously, and he puts a fucking car I got you a new stereo for your car and all that. She's like, oh, that was a nice thing you done. Keeps turning it up, the windows all smashed. It's a pure slapstick aeroplane kind of scene.
Nice.
I'll get the windows fixed.
It goes round the houses, shall we say, covering all aspects. I love, know what I mean? The will they, won't they couple. Went, oh, he doesn't appreciate her. He doesn't know what he's got until she's away. And obviously, fucking Debbie just finding love on the internet, so to speak. Know what I mean?
I can totally see Louise sitting on the couch with Graham, her man, making him watch this every now and again. And him kidding on, he's, aye, it's good, darling. Aye, you know, I love what you love, not that. But honestly, I'm not decrying it because it's a decent watch, man. You mentioned Tom Skerritt in it earlier. He actually, apparently, I forgot to mention, he wanted to, but he not demanded, but he says, I want to be in this film because his face Seattle still stays there.
Tom Skerritt now demand to be in this movie.
I'm Tom Skerritt, I know. And I've always been old. My moustache must see the fucking camera.
I know, man. It starts vibrating as it sees a camera. Like, Jesus. Tom, get that fucking Mauser under control there.
Aye, but apparently he loves Seattle that much that he wants to be involved in everything to do with Seattle. So they've made a small part from his being the mayor. And he was a dick and all because Stephen is a designer and he's designed this fucking super train for Seattle to cut out pollution and like traffic and shit like that. It's a fair idea, but obviously it's got to get the back into the city and the mayor and all that. And Tom Skerritt just turns up to go like that. No. Big close up his yellow gnashers. You know what I mean?
The moustache must have its own close up. As part of my contract. But see, that's an all right. Apparently, Seattle. I'm sure it's Seattle is the part of America that it rains the most, right? I don't think it rains in this film once.
That's a good point. And if that's factually true, then I know why the term grunge came for the fucking place as well.
Aye. Plus, it's apparently fucking one of the highest places of fucking depression and all that, all because of the weather.
Oh.
So, yeah, bring the tone down there.
Aye. Cheers for that, Chris. What day, fuckers? Come to Glasgow. That'll bring your tone right fucking down. I'll do a house swap with him. Did Seattle if you want. Me and the boys. You can come and stay between my three houses.
Swap it with Fraser.
Aye. There you go. The 90s. Oh, I'm talking again. Fucking. But there you go. Aye, Seattle is huge in the 90s, isn't it? You've got that. You've got Sleepless in Seattle, Frasier, a ton of other things, man, that just don't come to mind. But aye, it's very prevalent in the world of movies around that time for being such a depressing place.
Aye. It's where the place where dreams go to die.
Aye. But I'll do a couple of other scenes that kind of stuck out because you've looked at any more. Debbie on the bicycle trying to race home to get the one guy after dating videos that she fucking kind of liked, and only to get there just in time as her roommates fucking chatting him up and all that. And then they make a deal over who has him outside, and he's listening to her. Finds out he's worth $85.
Do you know who our roommate is?
Aye. Who?
That's fucking Agent Stall for Sons Anarchy. Mind she's trying to shut down mind they end up breaking her nose and all that shit. She's the copper. Aye. I was like, oh, there you are there.
I had it wrong and I had it in my head that it was Adam Sandler's wife in Grown Ups.
No, I don't think so.
Without looking it up, I can totally see Agent Stall now, definitely, mate. Definitely. There you go. And lastly, when Debbie's on the plane, and she asks for a seat beside a single man, and it's a young boy that's fucking pure coming on to her and all that. So, hey, baby. I like the way you're put together, see?
And even then, see, it's fucking obviously the guy she meets at the end and all. He's in fucking a lot of films, and I can't remember his name. She was in
Do you
he was
remember
in Titanic, not it?
Oh, I can't even remember that scene, to be honest with you. I can't see his face. The big blank
Uh,
circle where his face should be when I'm thinking about it there. And then last, I thought it was quite funny when Linda and Steve are having sex, again, eventually, on the garage door. Controls and the garage doors get up and down outside. I thought that was quite good.
it's signifying a bit of the hanky panky.
Yes, panky hanky even. But
Yes.
there's a lot of kind of good scenes in it. It's no belly laughing for me anyway.
Yeah.
For you, I know, but it's chuckle. It's a chuckle movie. It's littered with chuckles. And patter as we're going to go into it. Some of your quotes that you've written down, mate.
Well, one of them is right away. It's Janet asking Cliff, uh, "Are my breasts too small for you?" And just the bold Cliff going, "Sometimes."
Sometimes, aye. How the fuck do you process that kind of reply?
I
Sometimes.
know.
Well, when we're standing next to Pam Anderson, maybe they're too small. Aye.
Mostly.
Mostly. Best sci-fi horror ever, by the way.
Uh, but
I've
that's an
got
action
to ask you.
horror. That's an action
Got to
horror.
ask you. No, 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 no. You never fucking said that. I'm going to come to that after. We'll do this first, right?
No.
A good quote by Steve was when he chaps Linda's door and says, I just happened to be nowhere near your neighbourhood and thought I'd ring your doorbell. So, well, a good take
I
on
know,
that. I
love the
happened to be in
trial.
the neighbourhood. Aye. Oh, come on. You and your erection, get in here. Let's go for it.
Uh, obviously, when Janet thinks she's phoned Cliff and all, fucking talking all sexy on the phone and all that, there's just some mad fat guy. You got the wrong number, lady, but I'll be right over.
Aye. That was quite good, that. Done so many times, but never gets old, that fucking scene. Tell you. Linda as well, she's fucking telling Steve she doesn't have a boyfriend, basically in no uncertain terms, but in typical woman fashion, her excuse is, I think that A, you have an act, and that B, not having an act is your act. What? What? You know what I mean? It's a total woman thing to say to a guy to just confuse the fucking
Uh,
life out of him. Instead of saying, I don't want to get you. You know what I mean?
uh, Again, back to Debbie's reply videos, and it's just that guy. I'm very, very lonely.
Aye. Just have
Fucking pure
camera, he's got a
eyeball in the
fucking
camera.
just have Cameron's got a series of knives and rope. You know what I mean? Fucking hell.
Oh,
Should be
fucking
stroking the
so good,
cat
man.
saying that. When Steve does call Linda, as I mentioned, for the cupboard, the fucking phone cupboard in the club, it's hey Linda pal, Steve Dunn. Hey, yeah, I met you 61 hours ago. Yeah, that was me. Listen, do you want to get some dinner? How about some lunch? No lunch? Coffee? No, it's no for the club. It's water. How about some water? I'll meet you where you're already having lunch and we'll have some water. You know what I mean? Nah, that's the first meet. I got that right.
Uh-huh.
That was quite funny. But desperate, bit desperado.
I know.
You don't. What was his next line? You don't want any water. Can I come in? Can I breathe beside you? Is that all right? Can I hang with you and just breathe? Is that some air?
Love finds a way.
Love this find away.
Last
Janet's
one for me.
somewhere around. Go.
No, last one for me again. It's fucking the wee guy. What comes out the penis? Spam. Just fucking.
Yeah.
Uh,
Pure total wee boy reaction. Steve, my dad left home when I was 8. You know what he said to me? Have fun, stay single. I was 8. Fucking good advice his dad gave you there, pal. Fucking tell you, man. Um, I'm not going to read that one. That's shite. Uh, Debbie Hunt, desperation. It's the world's worst cologne. I quite like that because I could stink desperation off. You know what I mean? Don't like that pish. So
fuck's
we've got
sake.
another couple there as well, but they've been mentioned as we've done best bits and all that. So we'll stop there with the quotes. Um, what did you give the movie out of 10, my man?
Now for me, I'll get again not in my wheelhouse, but I'll get 6.5. Know what I mean?
Cool.
Again, because it's not a shite film, but again, you need to be honest. It's not in my wheelhouse. Know what I mean? it's not something. See if I came across this and it was on whatever channel or something, I wouldn't sit down and go, "Oh, I'll watch this."
Sure.
Know what I mean?
Aye.
Whereas,
no, definitely.
Know what I mean?
I went on IMDb and gave it a 6 because I didn't think it was a 7. So, like you, I'll go in the middle as well, and I'll say 6.5 if we're doing half points for this, because this is not a bad film, people. It's no. Enjoyed watching it. I won't look it out again, but I'm glad I watched it, and I'm glad, Louise, you suggested it. It's a good film. The soundtrack, you're bang on about that, by the way. That was fucking excellent.
And
And
the
if you're
cast
in
and all.
anyway, the cast is fucking smashing. And then when you look back in the trivia and you find out that it was like a gateway for like Giamatti and Pivin and even fucking Tim Burton. You're like that.
Aye.
Oh. And then the bands and all. Fucking no, the cast is
So-
good, but Peter Parker's da. Fucking that threw me, man. That
Aye.
fucking
Peter Parker's dad with black
threw me.
hair and a bit fucking robotic at times.
Aye. So
But
there we go, folks. 13 out of 20 for Chris and I. Obviously, it's a 10 out of 10 for Louise. And I love that people have these films that they love a day and no everybody else does. Love them in the same spectre. I've got fucking tons. Chris has got tons. Everybody's got them.
yeah.
Ones that will make other people go, really? That?
Aye. What's the fucking matter with you?
Aye. I mean, I still don't see why The Joker is the best film ever for some people, do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
each to their own. Art is subjective, people, which leads me on to
Yes.
my next question. Chris put in our wee group chat the other day, obviously, high after watching one of his favourite ever films. Was it The Thing, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a thing.
What
Smashing
did
film.
you write? What did you write, Chris?
I says, I'm going to say this now. The Thing is possibly the best sci-fi horror thriller ever made.
A bold claim, and a great claim, by the way, because it is. It's up there. It's up there, one of them. But it's in good company. I round off a few, because obviously James agreed with you, because James fucking loves you and wants to fucking hang off your nipple ends at you cunt. You leave me. I turn out to me.
Anytime, James. Anytime.
Cut Russell's in it, because mate,
Uh,
look in James. But I put in a few other ones. The only two I can remember putting Aliens is mine, right?
aye.
Sci-fi horror fits the bill. Thing is fucking up there. Wait, by the way, I'm telling you, just behind it. The Fly, which a lot of people wouldn't think is a sci-fi horror, but I kind of think it is. Another one I thought of after the fact. I'm not a huge fan. Event Horizon.
Aye.
It takes a long to pay
See,
off that film for me, but
I don't mind that film myself, but I mean,
a few
just
there,
see,
but
just gonna like the Thing, mate. Just see the fucking the paranoia, the fucking just the mentalness behind it. Know what I mean? It's just
aye.
the isolation and everything. And it's like fucking who's who, and then just it was just it's up there, mate. It's up there.
Well, as no, listen, I do fancy watching that again. We've done a review on The Thing. We've also done a review on Aliens as well. So go back and check out what we thought of the two films. I'm pretty sure that they're both 20s out of 20.
Aye,
So
probably. Aye.
aye. So, but some of the best films out there. But let me know. What do you think? Which have you got another take on that? Do you agree with Chris that The Thing is the number one? Have you got a number one? Have you got one that we've not even thought about? Let us know. I'll maybe put it in the Facebook group page as well to get a better reaction off it. But what I didn't do, folks, was tell Chris what you've been watching, what your ocular delights have been,
Oh,
which we
aye.
like to do. So I'll go back and give you one. So last Friday, Hazel Lafferty put in Apex as well, Orange is the New Black, and The Testaments, which I don't know what that is. Louise, who chose this film, as always, was watching the Great British Menu. The movies that made us, Aliens being the movies that made us Aliens. That must be a documentary. And being Gordon Ramsay, so that must be another documentary. Johnny Glendinnin's watched Believe Me, Gone, The Boys, and Immortal Man. And Barry Matheson, who's got a 50th coming up that I'm going to. Legends, Jamie Vardy documentary, which I noticed. I might give that a wee hurl. Euphoria, Your Friends and Neighbours, Animal Kingdom. And lastly, Mr. Ian McTavish, where have you been? We'll see what you've been watching. He's been watching NCIS season 23. Oh, Lord, I loved a bit of NCIS so I did, but I gave up on it ages ago. I thought it was dead. It's not dead. It's fucking season 23.
It's not dead.
He's also been watching MasterChef and two bangers and all, Mallrats and Return of the Jedi. Well done, Ian. And Apex. You watched Apex and all, so that's good. And lastly, Mark Evans for football podcast. The football, but I can't remember what the fuck his podcast called. It's to do with football, people.
The football project.
Well done, Chris. Thanks. Sorry, Mark. Sorry, mate. He's been watching the Hungover Games. Worse than a VAR decision against Falkirk, that movie, he says. You're no fucking lying. Night Swim, Cabin in the Woods, Shaun of the Dead, Boss Baby, yes, Mercy, Vikings Season 1, Good for the Gods, and Tracker. So there we go. That's just a few of the things that a few of the people have been watching over the past week on the Facebook group page. Keep them coming. Hear more of them this Friday. And we'll mention them next week's podcast, which will be... What will it be, Chris?
It's from your list, sir. It's from your list.
Ah! There's such a list. I want to watch them in order.
I've got a feeling the film that I'm going to pull out, right, and see what happens. It's freaky as fuck, right? But we'll go for it.
Oh dear. Right, so you have got a streamlined list of 1 to 21. I don't want to wait for my balls to get smaller.
I'm going to say 14.
Oh, it's definitely not what you're thinking, whatever it is you're thinking. Because there's no way you're going to even think that this film would be on my list, but here we go. And you need to get snacks in for it and all. That would have been weird. You weren't far away from it either. But the film that I have number 14 is a classic, Ben-Hur.
First. There you go. That's a line for creatures that know.
That's what it says. Get snacks. Get snacks. Wear a nappy. A proper cinematic fucking epic Easter holiday film. It used to be on Easters. So it did. I've not watched it in a long, long time, but to do with Jesus and the like, it's a fucking belter. Was it 3 hours?
3 hours, 42 minutes.
Jesus fuck. Oh,
fucking hell.
See when that says Ben-Hur? Watch it back when this goes out, right? Look at your eyebrows and go, oh, it's fucking, it's class.
I think there's only this in Lawrence in Arabia, right? I had to do like I remember being a young guy and there's fucking, it pops up in the middle of the film, intermission, and I was like, so give me a fucking break.
I made pee, you deserved it. We've come this far. So there we go, that's a belter, it's a bumper. Fucking...
I'll start that
get to recording next Friday. I've just finished it. I've got fucking carpal tunnel for writing down, typing my shit.
It's been 84 years.
By the way, I think it has been since this film came out. It was about 84 years ago. So there we go. Back in the days of Technicolor and full orchestras behind it and overacting as well. A hell of a lot of overacting in it. But
do you know there was actually a remake, or no? There was a remake in 2016. I'm sure Morgan Freeman might have been in it. Not sure.
All right. Oh, okay, I was going through my first divorce in 2016, so I would have not seen that. I was in a bottle that fucking year. But there we go, folks. That's next week's challenge, I'll say. But by the way, a good challenge. It's a fucking rare good watch. Kind of.
There's nothing wrong with the film.
Food for the soul. So we'll watch that next week. Get that off the list. In the meantime, thanks again, everybody. Thanks to Native. Thanks to Quaint. Shout outs to our mainstays at the other podcast there. And thanks again. Tune in. Stick with us. Give suggestions. Let us know what you think of the pod. Let us know what you don't like about the pod. Let us know if you're fucking sharing it. Gonna get it shared. See if you've got a break room in your work, right? Fucking print us off a wee picture and pin it up there. Get us out there. See if you don't, I'll fucking find out. I've got it up in our break room. Well, our office, where nobody sees it. That's what I mean. I think I might put it in the fucking notice boards on all the blocks, my next shift.
No.
What is this? What's the script? Mustard. Well, nobody talks like that, what I'll fucking tell you.
I know.
Yeah, fucking what's that, man? What's the script with that? That's my patter. That's my patter.
Oh, fuck, you some coffee I've got on you, big man. Like, what?
But I must tell you, folks, that I am booked in Sunday afternoon to go and see Mandalorian and Grogu movie, just because I'm no enthused about it in any way, shape, or form. I'm kind of feared, if the truth be told, to go and see it. But I need to go and see it anyway. It's going to be
This is the way.
It's going to be. I just think it's going to be the most Disneyest, child-focused movie. It's going to make me fucking angry. But need to get its kudos, need to get its flowers. Might know why I get flowers after I watch it, but I'm booked in.
I need to give everything its day. Need to give everything its day.
Aye, and I need to finish that fucking Normal, I know, and the boys. What should be you got on your list coming up? Anything at all?
Well, very imminent for me is going to be Epic, and it's Elvin Presley live.
Yes, that's on my list as well.
I was going to watch it the other week. Yeah.
Is your home entertainment system working again?
So.
Aye, I'm getting live telly, but I'm not getting the playback of other things.
Yes.
So they better fucking screw the bobbin after me paying fucking my money for the year.
Aye. But that's my next feat to watch. And then like Ben-Hur. I'll do that in installments.
Aye,
and then after that I might watch Lawrence of Arabia and then The Greatest Story Ever Told and just see how fucking and Spartacus and see how
Jason the Argonauts.
Oh,
Jason the Argonauts, mate. Oh,
Clash of the Titans. Oh.
Actually, Jason the Argonauts was on that originally, and then I changed it to Ben-Hur. So, wish I did now. It's fucking 4 hours, man. Oh my god, I've not got 4 hours.
Aye.
Oh, I'm going to upload it onto my tablet, and so I can watch it at lunchtimes or something. I don't know.
Aye.
But I'm looking forward to it.
It's a good watching. It's a good watching for what I remember anyway. So.
What if? Fuck's sake. You can have your breakfast and your dinner, or you can have your lunch and your dinner. Watch this movie if you time it right. You know what I mean?
But, I'll leave it. 8 halves, half there, boom, and it's just.
That's what Colin does, but Colin does that with normal movies, doesn't he? Seismic. Always annoys me about you, Colin. Hope you're listening. You do it too often for my liking, pal. I was watching a Tom and Jerry cartoon. I watched half in the morning and half when I came home. What? Is this Hoff and Hoff pish? Get it watched, sir. Tell that woman I usually take a turn a day in the nappies.
Right, but there you go, people. Ben-Hur. If you've not seen Ben-Hur, watch it with us.
Aye, and if you're part of the LGBT community, don't change the name to fucking Ben Them, right? It's no her, H-E-R, it's H-U-R, right? So don't get offended. It's no a reference to the female form, right? It's her, H-U-R, okay? So nobody has to be upset about that, all right? But it's a powerful Christian scripture number, so aye, geez my fucking day. Anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in. I will see you later.
Yes. Cheerio, bye, peeps. We'll see you later.
Enjoy your holiday weekend as well.
Yes, and do.
Hold on. Why is this not good enough?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
So share your dreams.